take it all back, hate the things that you said, cause I wish you didn't mean it. I'm under attack, running far, far away.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing and to another video where it's been a crazy week. And yes, I have a new BMW M8, my BMW M8. It's really exciting, and today what I'm bringing to you all is the first proper drive in this car, because it arrived last week. I have had a drive in it myself, but I haven't featured it on my channel, and I wanted to share my thoughts on it, the first kind of couple of days, what it's been like, and actually get some driving impressions for you, so you can see sort of my reactions to it, etc. It's crazy. It's probably the best ever daily I've ever had. It's that good. I mean, come on, look at it sat there. Look at the flipping thing sat there. It is just one of the best looking cars, especially from this rear quarter as well. But like I say, we're going to go through all of the details. One thing which is happening is we have a 1200 mile running in service. The car is brand spanking new, so you can't go revving high in the revs. You have to take everything a little bit easy, of course. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, cruising, and it's been a lot of fun. There we go, look at it sat there, look at it sat there. I'm going to talk to you because I've actually parked around the corner from Dub Customs, and I'm going to show you two things which are reversible changes which we've done just to make it sort of a little bit more stealth. The first thing you'll probably notice is this light. Well, what we've done is we paint protected the light to obviously protect it, but it was a slighter darker PPF to give it a little bit more of a stealth look. So that is a paint protection on the rear there, and I do think that looks pretty crazy indeed. Look at that, flipping out, that is crazy. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but let me know what you think. I think it just looks very stealth, and it's protected the light, so even better. What we've also done is we've also put a slight tint on the back window, and then also on this back window, as you can see here. So it does look much better, and it's just got that stealth look to it. It's a seriously good looking car with 0 to 60 times under 3 seconds. When you drive it, you can see exactly why that it is literally a supercar beater. It's just got everything, and I just want to share that today and show you exactly what's going on. I love the fact that BMW, all the badges are already blacked out. I think that is so cool, and what BMW are doing is amazing, and I think it's just completely, this car especially has completely changed the game. I don't think there's many cars out there for a daily driver which are as good as this. One thing I do want to show you actually is the boot. It's just massive. It's the biggest boot I've ever had, that is for sure. We'll put that down. There we go. I mean, come on. We have the key. Get the lights on. There we go. Look at that. How ridiculous does that sort of quarter look right there? It is crazy. My personalised plate will be on the car shortly. Not yet, obviously you still have to wait for the V5, etc. But the moment the V5 has arrived, my cool personalised plate will be on the car, and it will yeah, it'll just be insane to have a personalised plate. But I'm really enjoying the fact, I want to put those lights back on, I'm really enjoying the fact of having a 20 plate, because yeah, it's just so cool to have that new plate. My Silverstone interior, I had a few different options but chose this just because I do think it works very well. How many miles I've done? It was on 20 miles when I got it, so not done a lot of miles in it. So many features here which I haven't even sort of got to use. There you go, service due in 1,100 miles. That is the running in service, so that's one thing which we're waiting for. So you have to go very easy on it. I do like the fact of the gesture control. You can turn it up when you go like this and down. My music isn't playing at the moment, but if it was, it would go, as you can see, the volume button is going up, and it's also going down. When you want to change a song, you go like this, and it changes song. When you want to change forward, it goes that way. M mode. There you go, you can put it into sport, put it into track. I just leave it there. I really like the fact actually that the exhaust button is always on. So when you actually turn the car on, the exhaust button is always on, so you get a really nice sort of cold start with the car. Just put that down like that. I think that looks much better. I love the camera at the top. right there, which just helps you park, especially for me in central London. It's just really cool. And the park assist, you can have it all on. Reversing assistant, not even use that. You can change your camera picture, do all sorts. And then you have these two buttons there, M1 and M2. M2 you can see there, confirm, and that sort of turns off the traction control. We fully leave that. You have your head-up display, which is just at the front, just there. So I really like using that as well. That's just a nice added option. But what BMW have done is they have nailed it. Just even the seats, the dash, that was one thing which was which I found tough with my M2 before. That was the interior. The M8, it's a game changer. Not much legroom in the back, but I knew that going with a competition. I was like, I had the option to go for a Grand Coupe, but then I was like, for what I need it for day to day, I don't have any kids, it works well for me. Give me a minute. Because I was just driving down the road, I just wanted to pull over, and I wanted to show you this, because I jumped out and I looked at it just myself, my own enjoyment, just to, you know, because when you're getting your car, that's what you want to do. I just want to show you what it looks like from this angle. There. What? I just pulled over, just to have a look. We all drive it now, but I thought I would just show you the angles of how there, that's where I was staring at it. That is insane. Let's start it up. I'm gonna have the door open so then you can hear a little bit of the start up. That noise is not quiet. For cars these days, I'm pretty pleased with that. Here we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome into my BMW M8 competition. It's luxury in here. I cannot tell you how smooth, how comfortable, how fast, how everything that this car has just completely blown me away. Let's talk about the car. Obviously I'm doing my running in service, so I do have to be very careful, and I can't rev it highly, and at 1200 miles the car will go for a service, be checked over, and that will be the running in service completed, and then you can go higher up in the rev range. 0 to 60 times on this car is 2.8 seconds stock. I'm not going to be tuning it to something like 1.9 seconds. I'm not going to be tuning it at all. It's fast enough. If you need to go faster than these cars already do, I'm fairly worried. This will already beat supercars very comfortably. Most supercars. I mean, 2.8 is flipping like fast. Let's talk a little bit about the price, because that's one thing which people are going to want to know about, etc. The price of this car is £123,000 base spec before you've added anything to it. Well, is it worth the money? I think it is 100%, because I just think the tech and the way it drives and everything, it is a level above any other M car for sure. This car rivals Bentley Continental GT, Porsche 911, Audi RS6, the new one. So many different cars. If you think actually we're nearly at supercar money, or you can effectively go and buy yourself a Lamborghini Huracan for 150, 120 grand, and you've got change left over. If you buy one of these, you don't really, because they are, like I say, 120 grand base spec, and then you go up from there. I'm driving round tiny roads because I'm lost. I'm going over massive speed bumps, just cruises over. There we go. It's great. In terms of that, it is flipping great. But then, because it is such a big car, ooh, it's very long. Like, that's one thing I'm getting used to, is just how long this car is and wide. So that's one thing you will have to get used to, because even that gap I would just cruise through the A45. This, maybe not. It's a big old car, it's a big old boy. One thing we will talk about is that you can have the four-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive mode, or the rear-wheel drive mode, whichever you prefer. Not tried it out. I know it's amazing, and hopefully as times go on, I will get the chance to use it. But yeah, all the different features that you can have, all-wheel drive mode and rear-wheel drive mode, is pretty insane, isn't it? The noise, it sounds pretty good from the inside as well. It sounds really good, and I think that's one thing which I'm going to come to now when driving it, and that is the fun factor, because it's fun to drive. A lot of these modern day cars are boring, they sound rubbish, they don't drive that well. This is fun, and I think that's an element of what I really needed. Not only that, what I can't get my head around, how light the steering is, and effortless, that's the word, effortless the car is to drive. Plus, you can make them sound amazing, for sure, if you wanted to, and that's your sort of thing, that you want to do exhaust and you want to do things like that, then you could get yourself an M8 and it would sound incredible. Like, incredible, comfortable, everything. It would just be perfect, but I'm not going to be doing the exhaust, so, because for me, I'm just enjoying the comfort level and turning everything off and just being like, I am just in the coolest car I've ever owned. I'm cruising. I might as well be on my sofa. This is actually more comfortable than my sofa. No, I'm not going to sell it early. That's not happening. It is on my channel to sell. I know people are not going to believe that. I know you guys aren't, but it's not going anywhere. Want to enjoy it, want to make fun content with it, and you know what I really want to do is I want to go on a road trip, and that's something which I didn't get the chance to do last year necessarily on my channel, and go to different places, explore different places, share the content, do cool stuff. And I didn't really, I wasn't going to take the GT3 RS. This is just the road trip car, bang on, like absolutely bang on. So I really want to do that. It's not going anywhere. Please don't panic. It's not going to be a Range Rover SVR where I sold it in 2 weeks. Let's talk a little bit about modifications. What are you going to do to it? That seems to be one of the big kind of questions, because there are so many M8s on the internet which have the wheels, they have this, they have that. I personally love the competition wheels, so I'm never going to change that. I 99.999%, and I don't want to wrap it. My idea with it, and I think it would be good, and I would love your feedback, would be satin paint protection. Something different. I've never actually paint protected a car properly before. Slightly different to anything I've done, but I think it would give it a lovely finish and really make it look good. So no, I'm not going to be wrapping it. The only thing that I think I would do with this car would satin paint protect the car and look after the paint, because it's a brand new car and I want to protect it, but while protecting it, give it a satin finish, and yeah, it would just look incredible. So let me know what you think to that, because yeah, I think that would look really good, really good. And what else can you do? The competition wheels are amazing. Why would you change that? You just wouldn't. It's good. I'm not going to change anything in here. I'm not going to. Just honestly, usually I get a car and I'm like, yeah, I want to do this and that. This, I just want to drive it and not really do anything to it. So there we go. We just jumped out of the M8, and oh, it was just so cool to be able to share it with you all, and the first drive as well. But the car is currently parked. I'm currently in the middle of nowhere, but the car is currently parked there. Look at that. Literally, whenever you jump out of this, it's already pretty dirty, isn't it? But it's the look of it. Let's be honest, when you jump out, you walk around it and you just see the presence of that is mind-blowing. There will be, like I say, so much more coming out of it. So there we go. I'm gonna head off. It's been that cool to do the first drive video, show you different features of the car, first kind of driving impressions. It's just that good. It really is. The rain has started to come down, so I've pulled over to do this ending, but it's yeah, I'm going to be staying in all-wheel drive, that is for sure. Carry on running it in. We've got well, I've only done 250 miles. We've got to get to 1200 miles for the running in service. and then you can use the car more to its full capacity. But let me know what you guys want to see content wise, because effectively I am in a very fortunate position where I have a very early BMW M8 competition in the country, and I can bring the content to you, and it's going to be a little bit different as well. So let me know in the comments what you would like to see, and I'm sure I can make it happen. But yeah, it's that good. I would highly recommend it. Where BMW have taken these cars is another level. It is actually another level, and I just can't wait to do so many miles in it, thousands of miles in it, and just enjoy it and bring you all along for the ride. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I mentioned, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you very soon.